All right, we have 3 points. You could visualize 3 different points in space. Try to think about a sheet connecting those 3 points. That's the plane that goes through those 3 points. We'd like to find the equation of that plane for these 3 points. Now, our formula for equation of a plane requires a normal vector. We need a vector that's perpendicular to our plane. In order to get a perpendicular vector, we're going to have to find 2 vectors that lie in the plane. So let's start there. Let's find 2 vectors in the plane. So we can say v, for example. Let's find the vector that connects those first 2 points. So 2 minus 1, -1 minus a -1, 3 minus 0. And for the other vector, let's connect the other 2 points. Or, we have different options here. We could connect them by subtracting one from another. All we need is 2 vectors that lie in the plane. So there's some freedom here. I'm going to subtract 1 from 4. 2 minus -1, -2 minus 0. So I subtracted this from this. Okay. Now I have 2 vectors that lie in this plane. These are 2 vectors that lie in the plane. I want a vector that's perpendicular to the plane. So I have 2 vectors. In order to get a vector that's perpendicular to both of them, I do a cross product. So the cross product, remember, is perpendicular to both of the factors in the product. So I'll take a cross product, I1, 3, J, 0, 3, K3 minus 2. I'm looking for the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. For the I component, I have blocking out, like we do, the row and column containing I have a 0 minus 9. Oops. I go minus J times -2 minus 9. I go plus K times 3 minus 0, which is -9, +11, +3. So that's a vector. That's going to be our normal vector. That's perpendicular to our plane. So now I can just pick any of the points in the plane. Let's go 2 minus 1, 3. I have a point and a perpendicular vector. So now I can just create the plane. It's -9, x minus 2, plus 11, y minus a -1, plus 3 times z minus 3 equals 0. In standard form, that's -9x plus 11y plus 3z equals, let's see, we've got 18 plus 11 is 29, minus 9 is 20. Put that on the other side, it's a -20 there. So that's the equation of this plane. There were some options here. Remember, we could have found 2 vectors in the plane in different ways. At this point here, when I picked a point, there were 3 different points I could have chosen. It all works out in the end to give us the same equation of the plane.